The first nail hit the coffin like a gunshot. Clara Reed dropped her bag in the dust. On the black lid were the words, Elias Vale. Before Clara takes one more step into this trouble, please subscribe, like this story, comment where you are listening from, and share it with a friend. Stay close, because Clara came to this town to become a wife. Instead, she found her groom in a box. Clara Reed was 21. She wanted one thing, a home no one could take from her. She had $9 sewn inside her skirt. If she turned back, she would face her aunt's laundry room and Mr. Pike, a rich old man who thought poor girls could be bought. 3 women stood outside the undertaker's shed. One whispered, "Mail-order bride." Another said, "Too late." Clara kept her chin high, but her fingers shook. If Clara cried, they would win. If Clara begged, they would laugh. The undertaker, Mr. Boone, held a hammer. "Miss Reed?" Clara nodded. "I am sorry. Elias Vale died 3 days ago." He said it plain, like the price of beans. 3 days. Clara had been alive with hope, while Elias was already cold. Clara stared at the coffin. How? Mr. Boone looked toward the empty street. Riding accident. His eyes moved too fast. Clara saw it. She had washed sheets for liars all her life. She knew when truth was hiding. A tall man stood by the hitching rail. He was dusty, quiet, and thin as a fence post. "That is not all of it, Boone," he said. His voice was soft, but everyone heard it. Clara turned. "Who are you?" "I am Jonah Vale," the man said. "Elias was my older brother." Jonah looked at the coffin, not at Clara. He did not cry either. That should have helped her. Instead, it scared her. Why did Jonah's grief look so much like guilt? 6 months before, Clara had seen Elias's name in a church paper in Ohio. "Rancher seeks wife, good land, honest heart, no need for dowry." Clara laughed, then folded it into her Bible. That night, her aunt said Mr. Pike wanted her hand. Mr. Pike had yellow teeth, thick hands, and 2 dead wives. Clara wrote to Elias before sunrise. Elias wrote back in careful letters. He told Clara about Red Hills, a small creek, and a porch facing west. Clara answered with small truths. She liked apples. She hated thunder. She could mend a shirt, but not a broken promise. Elias called Clara brave. Soon the letters felt like courtship. Elias sent a blue flower. Clara sent a Sunday ribbon. He wrote, "When you come, the house will be ours." Clara read that line until the paper grew soft. In her mind, she saw supper on a clean table, and a man waiting because he wanted her. But Elias's last letter came late. It was short. "Come quick. Trust Jonah if trouble finds you." Clara had not known what that meant. She had shown it to no one. Now those words burned against her skin like a secret. Mr. Boone cleared his throat. "There is no wedding now. Stage leaves east at dawn." One woman smiled. "Best take it, girl." Clara picked up her bag. "I paid for a one-way ticket," Clara said. "I have no money for east." The smile faded, but the woman's eyes stayed cruel. "Then you are a problem. A bride with no groom was not a woman here. She was a joke. Worse, she was easy prey." Jonah stepped forward. "She can stay at the Vale Ranch tonight." The street went still. Clara faced Jonah. "I did not come to be your burden." Jonah finally looked at her. His eyes were gray and tired. "It is not love," Jonah said. "It is duty." That word hit Clara hard. Still, the sun was falling, and the road east was closed. Clara had one choice: sleep under Jonah's roof, or sleep under the sky where men like Mr. Pike found girls with no names. If you are still listening, like this story, and share it, because Clara's choice will change 2 lives. Clara nodded once. Jonah lifted her bag. Then something slipped from the side pocket and fell into the dust. It was Elias's last letter. Jonah froze. His face went white. "Where did you get that?" Clara bent to pick it up, but Jonah grabbed her wrist. Not hard, but fast. Too fast. Inside the folded paper, hidden behind Elias's words, was a second line Clara had never seen before. It showed through the thin page. Jonah read it and stepped back as if a gun had fired. Clara pulled the letter close. "What does it say?" Jonah looked toward the hills, then back at the coffin. "It says Elias did not fall from a horse," Jonah said. "It says he was murdered." Jonah drove Clara to the Vale Ranch in the dark. The wagon wheels cut through dust. The sky was black. No one spoke for a long time. Clara held Elias's letter in both hands. Jonah kept looking behind them. At last Clara said, "Who killed Elias?" Jonah did not answer right away. That silence told Clara one thing. Jonah had a name in his mind. The Vale Ranch sat low under the moon. The porch was broken. The barn door swung in the wind. It was not the bright home Elias had promised in his letters. Clara stepped down. Elias said this place had a porch facing west. Jonah gave a sad little laugh. It did. Before debt, before fear, before Boone. Clara turned fast. "Mr. Boone?" Jonah nodded. "Boone is not only an undertaker. He lends money. He owns half the town by paper and fear. Elias borrowed from him after a bad winter. Then Elias found out Boone was stealing land from dead men." Clara looked at the letter. So Elias was going to tell someone. "He was going to send proof with you," Jonah said. Clara's chest tightened. "With me?" Jonah took a small tin box from under a loose porch board. His hands shook as he opened it. Inside were land papers, debt notes, and one page with Boone's name on it again and again. "Elias hid this," Jonah said. "He told me, if anything happened, give it to Clara Reed. He trusted you more than he trusted me." That hurt Jonah. Clara could hear it. "Why?" Clara asked. Jonah looked away. "Because Elias thought I was weak." A hard knock hit the front door. Both of them froze. A man's voice called from outside. "Jonah, open up." It was Boone. If you are listening and your heart is racing, please like, subscribe, and comment where you are listening from. Clara has the proof now, but Boone has the town. Jonah blew out the lamp. Clara slipped behind the table. Boone knocked again, harder. "I know she has the letter," Boone said. "Give me the girl and the paper. I will let you keep the ranch." Clara's blood went cold. Boone was not guessing. Someone had seen the letter fall. Jonah picked up his rifle. Clara saw that his hands were not steady. "Run through the back," Jonah whispered. Clara shook her head. "No. Clara, he killed Elias. And he will kill you too if I run." Boone kicked the door open. Jonah raised the rifle, but Boone was faster. Boone fired. The shot broke a lamp on the wall. Glass rained down. Clara dropped to the floor. Jonah fell against the table, hit in the shoulder. Boone stepped inside with his gun up. "Pretty girl," he said. "Wrong town." Clara grabbed a pan from the stove and swung with all her strength. It hit Boone's wrist. His gun fell. Jonah lunged. Boone struck Jonah's wounded shoulder, and Jonah cried out. Clara saw the tin box near Boone's boot. She had one chance. Clara snatched the box and ran out the back door into the dark. Boone cursed and chased her. Clara ran past the barn. Her skirt caught on a nail and tore. She kept running. The box cut into her arm. Behind her, Boone shouted, "No one will believe you." Clara knew he might be right. She was a stranger, a poor girl, a bride with no groom. But then Jonah's voice rang out. "Clara, the bell." Clara saw it by the well, an old dinner bell on a post. Elias had written about it once. He said his mother rang it when storms came. Clara grabbed the rope and pulled. The bell screamed through the night. Again, again, again. Dogs barked in the distance. Lights sparked in town. Boone stopped running. His face changed. For the first time, Boone looked afraid. Jonah came from the house, holding his bleeding shoulder. He aimed the rifle with one arm. "Drop," Jonah said. Boone laughed. "You cannot shoot me." "No," Jonah said, "but she can speak." By dawn, the sheriff had the papers. 2 ranchers came forward too. Boone had cheated their families. One old woman said Boone made her sign with a cross after her husband died. The town that mocked Clara now would not look her in the eye. Boone was tied and taken away. Clara stood beside Elias's grave when the sun rose. She placed the blue flower from his first letter on the fresh dirt. At last, Clara cried. Not because she was beaten, because Elias was safe from lies now. Jonah stood behind her. "I am sorry," he said. Clara wiped her face. "You saved me." Jonah looked at his boots. "You saved me first." Weeks passed. Clara did not go east. She fixed the porch board by board. Jonah mended fences with one good arm until the other healed. They spoke of Elias with love, not fear. Friendship came quietly. It came in shared coffee. It came in small jokes. It came when Jonah remembered Clara hated thunder and sat outside her door during a storm, without saying a word. One evening, Clara found Jonah on the west porch. The sky was gold. Jonah said, "I did not ask you to stay because of love." Clara smiled. "I know." I am asking now. Clara's heart trembled, but she did not look away. Then ask right. Jonah took her hand. Clara Reed, will you build this home with me? Clara thought of the coffin, the dust, the laughter, the night she refused to run. Then she looked at Jonah, and the future no longer felt like a locked door. Yes, Clara said, but I still refuse to cry for cruel people. Jonah smiled. Good, we have no room for them here. They married under the dinner bell. The whole town came, quiet and ashamed, but Clara stood tall. She had arrived as a stranger with $9 and a dead man's letter. She stayed as a wife, a ranch owner, and a woman no one could send away. And every sunset, Clara sat on the west porch, with Jonah's hand in hers, listening to the bell move softly in the wind, like Elias was saying, "You made it home."